What's up, everyone, and welcome to today's math class. The title's on the screen. Today we will use percentages to solve word problems. Grab a notebook, grab your pencil, get a calculator. Here we go. You'll notice in the box we have our percent proportion from the previous lesson. This is going to be vital in helping us solve these problems. Remember, all percentages are out of 100, and the number representing the part of a value will always go over a quantity representing the whole something. So with that percent proportion in mind, let's look at our first word problem. It says Haley is shopping for a new dress. A clothing store is having a 30% off the regular price sale. How much of a discount will Haley get on a dress that regularly sells for $84.99? So our first step, identify that this is a percentage problem. And we do that because they're talking about a percentage off. We're going to take our percentage and substitute that into the percent proportion. All percentages always go on top of 100. So everyone, set up your proportion with me, 30 over 100. Now I'm going to bring down the rest of my percent proportion, and we need to fill out our second ratio. Reading the rest of my problem, how much of a discount will Haley get on a dress that regularly sells for $84.99? Is that $84.99 part of the price of the dress, or is that the whole price of the dress? Well, $84.99 pays for the entire dress. It is the original price. So we're going to put that in place of the whole, $84.99. And my variable will become the part. We're trying to find the part of the dress, or how much of the dress will be discounted. So solving for x, 100 times x is 100x. Bring over our equal sign my other direction, 30 times $84.99. That is a perfect candidate for our calculator. 30 times $84.99. 2,549.7. 2,549.7. Let's solve for x by dividing both sides of the equation by 100. We get x equals 25.497. Now, what label would we put on our solution? It's asking how much of a discount. We measure discount in dollars and cents. So I'm going to put a dollar sign on this. So we have $25.497. When we're talking about money, traditionally, after the decimal point, we keep 2 digits for cents. So we want to round this amount to the nearest cent. I'm going to use the next digit, in this case a 7, to round it. How would a 7 round 49? 5 and above, give that 49 a shove. We're going to round this discount to $25.50. So $25.50, that is the discount she's receiving on the dress. That is how much money they will take off of the price of the dress. What if the problem had asked you to calculate the sale price? What is she going to pay for the dress now? Well, we know the original dress was $84.99, and she is receiving a $25.50 discount. So that discount is money coming off of the original price. So to get the sale price, we would just need to subtract that discount from the original price. So the sale price would be $59.49. Be careful. There will be problems that ask for the discount. If they want to know what the discount is, your answer is $25.50, and that is the case here. How much of a discount would she receive? You will run into times, though, where we have the exact same scenario, and instead of asking for the discount, they will ask for the new sale price, or what will they actually pay for the item after the discount's applied. If the question is asked like that, this is your answer. The sale price, or the amount you will actually pay for the dress, is $59.49. All right, our next example says there are 360 students in the 8th grade. 60% of those students enjoy country music. How many students enjoy country music? Well, hopefully you got alarms going off in your head, because right there, I already spot a percentage that tells me that we can use the percent proportion to solve this problem. We're going to take that percentage, we're going to place it over 100, because all percents are out of 100. Setting up the rest of my proportion, look at the other value I know about. There are 360 students in the 8th grade. Ask yourself, those 360 8th graders, is that part of the 8th grade, or is that the whole 8th grade? 360 represents the entire 8th grade, so it goes in place of the whole. We are looking for the part of the grade that enjoys country music. Let's solve for x. 100 times x is 100x. Bring over our equal sign. 60 times 360. Calculator time. 60 times 360. 21,600. Let's divide both sides of this equation by 100. We get x equals 21.6. Now, what label would go on that solution? We are looking for how many students enjoy country music. So we would say 21.6 students enjoy country music. In this scenario, though, 21.6 students. Can you have 6/10 of a student? It'd probably be a good idea to round this to the nearest student. How would that 6 round 21? The solution I'd be looking for is 22 students would enjoy country music. Next example. About 35% or 30 members of an orchestra's musicians are violin players. Find the number of musicians in the entire orchestra. Well, alarms should be going off. I see a percentage. Grab that percentage. Start your percent proportion by placing that percentage on top of 100. All percentages are out of 100. Now, about 35% or 30 members of an orchestra's musicians are violin players. So these 30 members are the 30 violin players in the orchestra. So are those 30 violin players part of the orchestra, or are they the entire orchestra? Violin is just a part of the orchestra. So the 30 members that play the violin will represent the part in this proportion. And the question says, find the number of musicians in the entire orchestra. So we are looking for how many people are in this whole orchestra. Time to solve for x. 35 times x is 35x. 100 times 30 is 3,000. Solve for x by dividing both sides of the equation by 35. We get x equals 3,000 divided by 35. Big, long, sloppy decimal, 85.71428,571. Let's look at our solution, or what they're asking for. Find the number of musicians. So knowing that I really can't have a fraction or a part of a musician, I'm going to round this to the nearest whole number. Right now we have 85. The next digit is a 7. 5 and above. Give that 85 a shove. Let's round this to 86 musicians. Final example. A car dealership has 120 vehicles for sale. 24 of the vehicles are minivans. What percentage of the dealership's vehicles are minivans? Well, the first thing you should know is the question is asking for a percentage. So the percentage is unknown. So we're going to use a variable in place of that percentage. Setting up the rest of our percent proportion, a car dealership has 120 vehicles for sale. Those 120 vehicles, is that part of the dealership's inventory, or is that their entire inventory? That is all of the cars they have for sale. 120 is the whole. 24 of the vehicles are minivans. So 24 is the part. It is the part of the dealership that is a minivan. Time to solve for x. X times 120 is 120x. 100 times 24 is 2,400. Divide both sides of the equation by 120. We're going to get x equal to 2,400 divided by 120. Solution is 20. Look at the question. What percentage? Means your label is a percent sign. 20% of the car's dealership is a minivan. All right, 2 word problems on the screen. I want you to try both of these on your own. The first one says, Kevin took his family out for dinner at a Chinese restaurant. The total bill for the meal was $58.39. If Kevin leaves an 18% tip, how much of a tip will Kevin give the waiter? And then your second problem, Best Buy has a television on sale for $429. How much will Bethany pay for the television, including a 6% sales tax? Go ahead and pause the video, so solve both of these problems on your own. When you're done, resume playing the video to check your work to see how you did. Okay, boys and girls, let's go over these together. First one, an 18% tip, all percentages over 100. $58.39, that was the price of his entire meal, so it will go in place of the whole. Variable up top. Solving for x, 100 times x is 100x. 18 times 58.39. 18 times 58.39. 1,051.02. Divide both sides of this equation by 100. We get x equals 10.5102. Now this is the amount of tip he is leaving, so we're going to label it as money, which tells me to round to the nearest cent. My 2 digits for cents right now are 51. The next digit is a 0. How would that 0 round 51? 4 and below, let it go. Your answer, $10.51 is the amount of tip that Kevin should leave for his meal. Number 2, paying a 6% sales tax on the television, so all percentages are over 100. The price of the TV is $429. That is the whole. We're trying to find the part that would represent how much sales tax would be charged to that television. Solving for x, 100 times x is 100x. 6 times 429, I get 2,574. Solve for x by dividing both sides by 100. X equals 25.74. That's going to be an amount of money. So we owe, or Bethany owes, $25.74 worth of tax on this television. The question asks, how much will Bethany pay for the television including the tax? Well, the television was $429 itself. She also owes an additional $25.74 for tax. So to calculate the total price including tax, we want to add those values together. 9 plus 5 is 14. Carry the 1, 5, 4. Including tax, Bethany would expect to pay $454.74. Boys and girls, please complete the independent practice assignment associated with word problems solved by the use of percentages. Take a picture of your work and upload that file for submission. I'll see you guys next time.